Good morning, Gerald here. Another day in paradise. Yeah, this is one of my favorite spots. It's called Royal Cove on Princess Island. There's a big reef on that side I'm going to do spearfishing in, and this little bay here is, I think it's a perfect place for crabs. I'm going to find out. And then just beyond this little island here is there's a lot of prawning. I see it. I'm on the fish finder on my boat, the schools of prawns, so I'm going to go after them later today. But today I'm going to talk about ropes and why you don't see any ropes on the deck of a sailboat. For example, I'll start at the very beginning. I have 300 feet of anchor chain, and that chain is attached to 200 feet of a thing that looks like rope, but it's not rope, it's rode. This thing here, if it's tied to a dock, it's called a docking line. If it's tied to a mooring ball, it's called a mooring line. If it's called to the anchor chain, it's called a snubber. Okay, coming around the mast here. This looks like rope, but it's not rope. It's a halyard. It raises my sail up and down. This thing here, this looks like a rope. It's not a rope, it's a topping lift. It lifts the boom up. These ropes that look like ropes, oh, this rope here, this is unique to a cat boat. It's called a choker, because you got to choke the cat to make it go. It's like an accelerator, a gas pedal in a car. You pull this thing tight, your sail goes tight, and the boat takes off. The other things that appear to be ropes, they're not ropes, they're sheets. They trim the sail. They get the sail so it's shortened or heightened, whatever. This thing here, lifeline, mine's made of steel, but they're often made out of rope. It's called a lifeline. This here, it's called a jack line. Jacks are sailors, male or female. The jack line is what I tie myself into when I'm on deck, when I'm in motion, so that I don't fall off the sailboat, or if I do fall off the sailboat, I can get myself back on. These aren't ropes, these are lazy jacks, for jacks who are too lazy to bundle their sail, like me. Okay, moving aft now. We have, the dinghy. It's not secured with a rope, it's tied by a painter. And that's what you call that one. And if I'm in a storm and I want to slow the boat down, I throw a giant coil of rope, well, it's not rope, off the end of the boat to slow me down. That's called a warp. So there's many different names for rope. Rope only is on a sailboat in the rope locker. That's where unemployed rope hangs out. And once it's taken out of the locker and given a job, it changes its name. It's no longer called rope. So if you want to go on a sailboat and you don't want them to know that you're a newbie, you got to learn the lexicon. You got to learn you got to learn the words to fit into the club. It's like the Catholic Church, you know, you're kneeling and sitting and standing, you know, and the people who don't belong there, they don't know what to do. So, or like the English language, I mean, it really needs reform, like the Koreans and the Chinese did with their language. There's so many useless, redundant, grammatical rules that just don't make any sense. The only reason they're there is so that people can understand the class, the education, and where somebody's from. So we don't need that in our language. Anyway, that's an aside. So that's why you don't find any rope on the deck of a sailboat. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.